Hello. So we have received a lot of messages about how to get a horse over to the mounting block from the previous video that we had posted. Well, guess what? We're going to show you. So I'm super excited to take you through the exercises, how we go about it to make it happen. I got 3 steps to get there, and I'll break it down, and each step is just as important as the other one. So we got to take it very seriously. But first off, before we start, I want to really point out how important it is to make sure all the other groundwork is done. Like, I don't want to just take a green horse and start in with this stuff, because we have to teach them all the pressure and release type of stuff so they know what they're looking for. So this horse has been here in our program for close to 2 months, so this horse knows everything as far as the groundwork stuff, how to handle pressure. Pretty laid back little mare. So she has never done this exercise, so we're going to teach her right now, and you're going to get to watch. So just make sure that you get the groundwork done. Don't take a fresh horse to start this. I really stress that, because you're going to run into problems. So anyway, step number 1, get your horse pointed right on the wall. We bring her over here. This is Mercy, by the way, so we'll point Mercy right straight onto the wall. And she has no idea what I'm going to ask her, but she's very easygoing because of all the other stuff we've already worked. So first step, I always want a stick, some form of a stick for an extension of my arm. So you can see how long this is. And I'm going to pick up right here, and this is my pressure point to get her to follow me. So when I start going, I'm going to pick up and invite her with the front end. And then I'm going to start tapping here, and usually what starts happening is they move away from me, because so far on groundwork, we have taught them to move away from us. Now I'm asking her to move towards me. So, and if she does move away, doesn't matter. We're going to just keep asking here. So she brought the front end over very nice. So I'll keep tapping the back end. I'll increase pressure to get what I want. Increase pressure to get what I want. I'll just keep doing that. I'm going to increase. Just keep tapping her. Very nice. That's good. She didn't step away from me. I'll give her that one. Even though she has no clue what she did, I'll just come back and do it again. Now, I'll also use my hand here, and you notice I'm literally right pretty much against the wall here. So don't give them too much space, or they're going to run between you. So make sure you're set up for success at that part. So I got my rope hand forward against her, towards her head a little bit. Very nice. I'll ask again. Pick my hand up towards her jaw a little bit, so I block her so she don't just bring her front end. Very nice. I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to just turn and take a break. Get her to step over. Very good. And then I'm going to just turn, and we'll walk around here and go take a break. So this is my break, me walking back up here, and I'm going to start over. And again, she really doesn't know what she did yet. She's just following the pressure I'm putting on her. And once you do it about 15, 20 times, they start getting used to it. They know what it means, because we've been teaching and working. So back at it again. This is step number 1. If you got a pen and paper, write it down so you know what it is. Very important stuff. Don't skip over one to get to the next one. Watch that front end a little. I'll pick my hand up. You can see my hand pick up here, my rope hand. Keep encouraging. Very good. Very good. And you notice every time she steps, the stick quiets down, because I'm saying good job. Back at it again. Tap, tap, tap. Very good. Now I'm going to stop the front end a little and keep the back end going. So I just watch that. I'm not going to let the... Very nice. Very nice. I want to take another break. I'll just walk out here. Remember, we're still on step 1. And we're going to start with step 2 here shortly, because she's moving right along. I love it. And some move quicker than others, like they pick it up faster. You can move on faster. Others you got to be really careful with and go a little slower and take your time. You might spend a little longer on step 1, and that's all right. All right, let's try it again. Pick up, bring them hips over, step it over. Very nice. Just keep tapping them hips. She's picking this up very nice. Very nice. Keep asking. Beautiful. All right, as good as she followed me there already, we're getting right up to step 2 here. I love it. Love it, love it. One more time. And if she does that good this time, we're going to go to step 2 and show you that. And as long as they stay quiet, that's a good sign that you are probably on the right track. So that's a very good indication there. I love it. And I can just keep stepping. If her front end comes too close, I'll stop her with my rope hand, and I'll just keep fluidly backing up. And I'm going to stop the front end, keep the hips coming. Nicely done. Nicely done. We'll come back up here, and we're going to try for step 2. Okay? Step 2, if you got pen and paper handy, this is away from the wall now. So if you can, write that down, so that way you remember. And so now I don't have the wall here blocking her anymore because I want to just position and get her to do it. So my goal is where I can stop her with my rope and watch her to where she doesn't come into me and push me either. And if this doesn't work, we just go back to step 1. So I'll start tapping on them hips. Start tapping. So I'm not getting a reaction, so I'm going to increase pressure. Increase pressure, and I want them hips to step over towards me. Just keep asking, keep asking. And she's not understanding. She keeps moving away. That's okay. Keep pressuring. And I just keep walking right back up here, and let's do step 1. Excellent. Very nice. And that's okay. Go back to step 2 again. Lead her away from the wall. And we'll try it again. Here we go again. Tap, 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 tap. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Keep pressure. Increase because I'm not getting anything. Ah, very nice. She took a step. Back off on the pressure. Let's do it again. Tap, tap, tap. You can see my hand here by her jaw. Very nice. I'm not letting her front end come right over, and I'll just take my fingers and push on her a little bit because she knows how to respect pressure because we've worked on that for the last 2 months. Here we go again. Step over. Step over. Step over. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. I'm going to just stand here for a second and really just let her know this is exactly what I'm looking for. And I want to just stand here for a second, like I said, really let her know. And again, she's starting to slowly get used to it and knowing what it means. So eventually, we don't need our stick anymore. We just pick up our finger, and this is my cue right here, towards them hips. It'll look something like this right here. Pick up this finger and snap, and they step right over into it. That's when they're really seasoned and broke. Very nice. All right. So when I set myself up, I'm going to back her up a little bit, get more in front of the camera here. When I set myself up to do the step 2 again, I'm going to get about a 45-degree angle from her shoulder. What I'm looking for at the end is that her cinch area comes right in front of my belly button. That's a good position when I'm away from the wall and everything to get them to come to me because that would be my stirrup. That's usually where I want it. It's a stirrup to the mounting block. So that's why I go with that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and ask her. My goal is to not have to move my feet. I want to bring her right to me. Now just keep tapping. Remember, if she messes up, I'll go right back to step 1. It doesn't matter. We ain't got nothing else to do. and I open that door forward with my rope hand because I need her to step up just a little bit. One more step. I want to get her a little closer. A little too much forward, but I'm going to take that. She kind of got right here by me. Love it. It's exactly what I want. And I'll just stand here again and rest with her. This is a huge start for her. And again, this doesn't take very long if your horse is in the right mindset like Mercy is here. I mean, we've had her working. She knows how to handle pressure. She knows not to freak out with it. And she has the question attitude instead of confused, because we've been working hard. And again, she's been here in our program for about 2 months, close, not quite. So she's got a good mindset on her. So I'm going to set myself up again, get about a 45-degree angle. Remember what I said about that, 45-degree angle from that shoulder. Pick up your stick. I want to keep her face away from me a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and invite her. I'm going to start tapping. See my hand out here because I don't want her front end get here before her back end. So I want everything kind of coming together. Very nice. And you notice every time she steps, I back off on the little tapping. Very good. One more time. Tap her over. One more step. In the back end mostly. I'm going to give her that one right there. She didn't really get a step, but moved the front end over. And I'm exactly where I want to be. If you look at my belly button right by the cinch area, the stirrup, that's perfect. Because right here shortly, we're going to head for the mounting block and see if step 3 works. So step 2 is down. And so we got step 1, that's on the wall. Step 2 is away from the wall. Step 3, guess what? You guessed it, mounting block. So that's what I want. I want to be able to step up there. And the reason I make that a step 3 is because you get up above them. And it's different. So especially with you being up above them and them coming over to you. So that's why we make that a step. So I want to do step 2 before step 3. And we do it on the ground, more their level, what they're used to it. So, and so when we get to the mounting block, your horse should stand at the mounting block in general before you do this exercise. So that's just something else I want to throw in there. So if he can't stand at the mounting block in general, they should stand first before we do this. So it's going to make their life a lot easier. If you're not, you're going to have more fights, more struggle. So just want to throw that in before we head there. All right. I'm going to do the step 2 one more time, and then we're going to head to step 3 and see if it works. Very nice. All right. And anytime I'm doing this, I call this an advanced exercise. When I'm doing this stuff, I want my horse really quiet. I'm going to do step 2 one more time. We'll step her right here. Ooh. So, 45-degree angle. Remember what we're looking for. Pick up your stick. Pick up and start tapping. Bring them hips right over. Very nice. One more step. Oh, got to stop the front end, so I had to pull back a little bit because she stepped forward too much. Now I kind of want her right up against me. I want one more step with that back end just to get her over right there. Very nice. Now this time I got her right against me. Right against me. I love that. And it's building her confidence as well when we head for the mounting block. So, all right, mounting block it is. Let's go do it. See if it works. Come on up here. And we got a 3-stepper here. So I'm going to step up here on the middle step. Make sure she's not going to panic from this. And I'll pick up. Go ahead and start asking her over. So she wants to walk forward, so I just stopped her. One more. Every time she steps a little, I stop her. Because I want it nice and quiet. I really want her to know what I'm looking for. Very good. So she stepped over. Take a little breather. As in a little break. I want to just teach her like, thank you. You did good. So I tap again. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Keep tapping, because I want them hips coming over just a little bit more, and she's not stepping. If we have to go to step 2, no problem. We'll go right back to step 2. Very good. So she's stepping over again. Back off on the pressure a little. Keep asking. Up again. She keeps wanting to. There we go. Every time she steps, I take a little break. Steps away, increase pressure, get her back over. Very nice. So I'm not having to go to step 2 yet because she's not really like getting too panicked. Once she gets too panicked, I go back to step 2. Like where I get off of the mounting block and go back down on the ground. Very nice. I want her to get a little forward here, so I'm going to invite the door forward, open the door. Yep, I was going to give her a break right there, and then she stepped over. It doesn't have to be spot on. She just has to give me an effort. I'm going to give her right there. That's close enough for now, the first time. That's good. And I don't get all crazy with rubbing and stuff like that. I'm going to just stand here and just do some little bit of rubbing, but I'm not going to get all bent out of shape with it. I love this. Nice and easy. Good job. Let's go ahead and do it again. I'm going to walk out, and I'll just come back to the mounting block. And I come straight onto the mounting block, so I actually have to bring her hips over to it so we really can teach her. So I step up here. And remember, we don't want them feeling like this is a punishment, so really got to be mindful of that, how we use it. Very nice. Get her stepping forward. Very good. Hips more. Very good. All we need is one step on the hips. Just get her coming over a little bit. She steps away. One more. Good. Just got her stepped up. Very nice. And again, here we are, right even with the stirrup, ready to hop on. And again, just spend a little time here. And once we do this for 15, 20 times in a row, remember, if you ever have to go back to step 2 or step 1, don't be afraid to. Whatever it takes. And if they're not in the right mindset or the groundwork ain't all done, it's way harder than this. But if you got everything done, this is literally how easy it is every time. And it works. Very nice. I'm going to do it one more time. And what I'd like to see where she just steps over a little smoother. And then we're going to call that good for this session. Bring her back around. Step right over. I love it. She's stepping over smooth. Very good. One more. I want her a little bit straighter. Keep tapping. Very good. Very nice. And again, it doesn't have to be spot on like this, bringing her right up to it. As long as there's an effort, make sure you reward them. Very nice. I love that. And she's nice and quiet, which means good experience every time. All right. I'm going to call that good for this session. And so when you start again tomorrow, I just as soon you start on step 1, get that nice and sharp, go to step 2, and then go back to step 3. And it shouldn't take you long. You should be able to get that within 5 minutes. You should be to step 3 at the mounting block. And then when they're stepping over really good to the mounting block and all that good stuff, get rid of the stick. Now it's time to just use your hand. Ask them over. And if it don't work, go back to the stick. And just really get used to it. So Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it. Hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. We would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.